conversations was all different types of people. And a lot of times it's when they're getting close to or are retiring. So I've just been having some great conversations with a business leader who has just recently retired. And he's kind of given me some insight and things that I just wanted to share with you today. He has a retirement group, and only about 3 of the 20 some retirees that were there had an advisor. As he shared, I kind of thought that was a little odd. Most of them just kind of left their money in the retirement plan and are just kind of doing things on their own. So as I'm talking to him, I realized some of the things that maybe why. He's telling me with some of his experience with advisors, and he'd say what he'd want and get back a completely different answer, or different thing than he was looking for. And it really made me think about kind of why, and why is that happening in where advisors are coming from. So one thing we try to really do is to understand what is important to each client we talk to, and then be able to come back and create a plan that makes sense for what they want. Now, I'm not saying we get it right every time right away. A lot of times it's back and forth. It's a starting point, and we say, here we go, and we'll kind of adjust along the way. But there's something that makes us different than a lot of the advisors you might meet, maybe from Edward Jones or the bank advisors, or, Ameriprise, just to name a few around here. And that is that we are independent. Now, it might sound like a crazy, oh, you're independent, you're trying to do your own thing. But really, it leads us to be able to work with other companies, multiple companies. Okay. So we're not lone wolves here. We're independent, meaning I don't have any company that's dictating what I can and can't do. That means we go out and find the best portfolio managers we can find to manage our accounts that's in red money. But it also means we can do anything we want in green money, and we aren't stuck with one company. We have multiple companies. We've probably used over 10 different green money companies this year based on clients' needs. Okay, that's what happens when we're independent. Okay, now we have more on this in the colors of money that you can understand, but I think it was just important to talk about it and understand where some advisors are coming from. If you're an advisor that only does red money, okay, if you're working with an advisor that only does red money, they're going to sell you red money things, right? And so I kind of put it like is a car dealership that only sells Dodge. Well, you're only going to get Dodge, right? You're not going to get Ford. They're not going to talk good about Ford. They don't like Ford. They only sell Dodge. That's all they do. Well, if you're a Dodge guy, then it's perfect for you. But if you're the kind that just goes, hey, you've had different cars, and it's about what's the best car at that time or what you're looking for, and you might take any make or model, depending on what's best for you at that time, then you're not going to be happy with the Dodge dealership that only ever has Dodges, right? You want a dealership that has multiple cars, or at least multiple dealerships with different cars, or different dealership types, right? Ford, GMC, Dodge, whatever. Okay, the same is true when it comes to money. Okay, if you're going to someone who does red money, and red money is anything at risk in the market. Again, Edward Jones is a great example that they do primarily red money. They have a little bit of yellow in there for some CDs and things like that, but they don't really do a whole lot of green. In today's rates, where interest rates are higher than they've been in years, and you want to kind of refinance, reverse, and take advantage of those high rates, you're not going to get a lot of that from a place that does mostly red money. They don't have it. Now, I know some great advisors who are Edward Jones advisors, great people, give back to their community, love them. But they're going to do what Edward Jones has. Okay. Same with Ameriprise. Ameriprise has some great people, but they're going to do what Ameriprise has. So when you're looking at who to work with as an advisor, those are things that are important. You have to think about, because they could do the best they wanted. But again, if they're at that Dodge dealership, they're not going to go get you a Ford, right? So that's important to think through when you're trying to figure out maybe what advisor to work with, or maybe, if you're feeling kind of stuck with your advisor, maybe that's an answer why. Okay. It's important, in our opinion, to work. This is why we're independent, because we do things in red money. Yes, we have great portfolio managers that manage risk, manage taxes, manage your retirement income. They don't just put you in a pie chart and leave it. But we're actively doing things and sending that out. We want to make sure that you're getting value for the fees you're paying, because no matter where it is in red, you're paying fees. Okay. Another guy that people hear a lot of is like Ken Fisher, and I hate annuities. Why? Because he gets all his money from this managed account. He doesn't want to put any over here in annuities. The flip side of it, he owns stock in annuity companies. So kind of go figure there. But here's the thing. For us, it's what makes sense for each individual. Some people, they want it all in red. They want access. They want it managed the right way. But a lot of our clients want more in green. Some of them want it all in yellow and green and have no market risk. Being independent allows us to be agile, to move based on what's best for our clients. I hope that helps make sense. You can download The Colors of Money to learn more.